Wait. Okay, so I will start. Yeah. So, yeah, I would really like to share with you, although we know that, yeah, we now the most common topic we are worrying is COVID-19 virus. But do you know that there is one particular disease that killed 18 times more people than COVID-19 in the worldwide just last year alone? That is cardiovascular disease. The death rate is as high as close to 18 million people last year in the worldwide. Yeah. So, we really need to start to really take care of it. And in the Philippines as well, do you know that the top two cause of death in Philippines is actually heart disease and stroke? That's why it's so important that I can't emphasize again. We really need to take care of it or learn how to have a better prevention. And statistics shows that every 1 in 2 Filipinos have high cholesterol. And another statistic show that every 1 in 4 Filipinos have hypertension problems. And also, although some of us, or the younger people, they may feel that, no, I don't have high blood pressure or I don't have high cholesterol. But, our blood vessel is very, very long and, and we definitely there is some sort of poor blood circulation here and there. So we can also use this, checklist to check ourselves for us, our family, whether we have these symptoms. Yeah. So for example, number one, forgetful. For example, last time you remember all the things very clear, but now maybe after you left the home, you also forgot maybe whether where you put the key or whether you remember to bring the key. So this forgetful is also one of the symptoms. Or number two, headache, migraine, or dizzy. Yeah, this is also symptoms of poor blood circulation because the blood flow is not good. The oxygen intake is also not good. Yeah, so that will cause headache, migraine, or dizzy. Or next is the losing balance or unsteadiness, meaning when you walk or when you climb up the staircase. Last time it's always normal, but now sometimes you find that you lose your balance, or even when climb the staircase you find a little bit unsteady. That is also possible symptoms of poor blood circulation. Or chest pain. Chest pain is another very common symptoms for poor blood circulation. Yeah, this is very alarming, if we have someone or family member has a chest pain problem. Or irregular heartbeat, sometimes you can be beating faster or slower. Yeah. Or breathless. Yeah, last time we can always walk half a day or walk in the garden, not a problem, but now we feel like breathless when we walk a little bit longer or when we do exercise. Yeah. Or always feeling sleepy even though we have enough sleep. Yeah, this could also indicate a poor blood circulation. Or varicose vein problems. Yeah, meaning like we share the pants and the socks. We have all the varicose vein problem, especially for people who always sit, or always stand, or always walk. Because the poor blood flow. That's why the varicose vein form. Yeah, and also cold feet and hand. Yeah, why? Because our hand and the feet are furthest away from our heart. So if the blood flow is not good, it's difficult to reach the hand and feet. That's why you feel cold easily. Or numbness of feet or hand or face. Especially sometimes, in the middle of the night or early in the morning when we wake up, we suddenly feel that, hey, why one side of our hand or shoulder or the leg, I feel numb. Yeah. So this is also symptoms already. Or water retention problem, erectile dysfunction problem, infertility problems. So all this, is the alarm that our body is giving us, showing that maybe our brain, our heart, or the liver, or the kidney, or the hand and the feet, or the reproductive organs start to have poor blood circulations. So it's very, very crucial for everyone of us to really check. And another issue, when we look at, when we study, the number one cause of a sudden death is also cardiovascular problem. That's why I always share with all my friends and leaders, unlike other disease, for example, even though we are diagnosed with cancer or other illness, we still have time or we can still pay for the treatment. But if there is a sudden no if let's say there is a sudden heart attack or there's a sudden stroke, there's no turning back and there's no time to cure. Yeah, so that's why that is so importantly we always have to start to take care of the heart and the blood vessels to prevent all this happen. And I also share, that's why is when I share this LX Young, I always feel that it's the best gift for our parents or for ourselves or for our husband and wife, because prevention is always better than cure, and we don't want this kind of cases happen to our family. So looking about the blood vessel itself, do you know that the blood vessel in the human body have a total length of 160,000 kilometers, which means that it can round the whole earth for 2.5 times. That is so long. But imagine, look at our body. It's actually just, overlapped and just hiding inside our body. That's why definitely there will be traffic everywhere, just like the traffic in the Philippines. So because the blood vessel is like the highway of life, they transport the blood, the oxygen to everywhere. So there is also main road, there's small road, there's many tiny blood vessels. So definitely, because the blood vessel is so long, definitely there will be jam, either whether there is more traffic or there's less traffic in certain blood vessel. Yeah. And this is just taken from one of the documentary. When we look at the blockage of blood vessel, look at this. Oh my God. You can see that, the doctor has been extracting out the kind of plaque and cholesterol that is coming out from the blood vessel. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine that, all this is actually blocking our blood vessels? That's why it block the blood flow, especially, we already have high cholesterol, hypertension problem. So this is really serious. And looking at the heart itself, do you know that our heart, is like a fist size? So every day, our heart is beating 100,000 times in one day. And imagine if we are now at our 30s or maybe 40s or 50s, how many years and how many million times the heart already beating, but it's still working so hard. Yeah. So when we look at the comparison between our heart, and the car engine, why? Because for car, the most important thing is engine. If the engine stop, the car cannot work. So for human, the most important thing is heart. If the heart stop pumping, our life end as well. But looking at car, we will actually send for maintenance or service every 5,000 to 10,000 kilometers. The lifespan of an engine may be between 10 to 20 years. So the yearly expense we pay for the maintenance may be between 20 to 50,000 peso. And if let's say the engine break down, we can still do replacement. But what happened to our heart? Remember just now I mentioned our heart is pumping 100,000 times every single day. And for the 60 years, 70 years, 80 years as the lifespan. But we never pay any maintenance. We never send to do any maintenance. Oh, we never think of how to really maintain our heart health. And if anything break down, if serious one, we could end up to do a bypass surgery, or if unfortunately it can be a sudden death case, which we really don't want to have it happen. So the general option in the market now to recommend people to have a healthy heart or maintain a healthy blood flow, number one, the doctor will first maybe prescribe the drugs, especially for the people who has hypertension problems or high cholesterol problems. So maybe some of the drugs like aspirin or ACE inhibitor is actually just help to thin the blood and help to dilate the blood vessels. But the problem with this kind of drug or Western medication is, once you start, some of my friends, they have high cholesterol even as early as 30 years old. Once you start taking the drug, you cannot stop, because once you stop, actually, the reading will go up again. because the drug is not really helping the root cause. It's just helping to suppress, temporarily control the figure. So if they start the drug at the age of 30, they have to take for the next 20, 30 years. And when the drugs, the effect is not strong enough, the doctor may prescribe more drugs or ask you to take more again. And definitely there is side effect when we take the drug for long term, which we don't want that to happen. Or number two, angioplasty surgery. So angioplasty surgery, the doctor will recommend when some of the blood vessel is a block, when the blood flow cannot go through. So the doctor will put this stent, it's a metal stent, actually put inside the blood vessel that is blocked. So then it will expand it to dilate the blood vessels to make the blood flow can able to go through as usual. So again, of course, there is a cost, higher cost of surgery, and there's risk. But what most important is, we always heard these kind of cases. This year, I do the angioplasty. I put a stent at one particular blood vessel. But what happened to the other blood vessels? Because other blood vessel can be still blocked, and maybe next year when doctor check again, the doctor will recommend, oh, maybe it's time you need to do another angioplasty at another blood vessels. But how many types of surgery we want to go through? And we have many other blood vessels that are still blocked. What happened to that? So that is also may not be a long-term solution. And number three, bypass surgery. So this is the highest risk. And of course, this is for more serious clot, especially normally it's blocked at the main blood vessel that's around the heart. Yeah. So the doctor actually will cut one section of the blood vessel from our calf muscle and then move it to the heart here to sort of to build a bridge to let the heart to go through, with the new road. But they have to open up the whole chest area to really do this surgery. Is a major surgery. And if our parents, the age already 60 and above, I don't think we want them to go through this kind of risk. And of course, the cost is high as well. So that's why we are so excited when we know this natural alternative solution that's coming to Philippines, which is the LX Young, which there is no drugs, no surgery, and no risk involved. So LX Young, yes, the product is here. So it has been in Malaysia since 2007. Yeah. So meaning it has been already 13 years in Malaysia since the first generation. But of course, we want to be more effective and more competitive with the products in the market. So that's why this is the fourth upgraded formula. And we are so excited because we directly bring in the fourth upgraded formula into Philippines, to give you the best one. Yeah. So this is the first in Asia, a triple action blood flow solution whereby it contains the nitric oxide, the tomato aqueous extract, and the patented curcumin extract. So I'll go through one by one. So number one is the nitric oxide. So this unique ingredients is actually inspired by a Nobel Prize winning research. Yeah, that's why it's so effective. And our body actually can naturally produce nitric oxide. However, when we age, when we're getting older and older, we lose 85% of our ability to make nitric oxide. So when we look at the blood vessel, when we are 20, 30s, the blood vessels are still healthy, but we start to accumulate all the fatty deposit, all the cholesterol start to deposit at the blood vessel. So you can see that when we have less nitric oxide, the plaque formation, the blood clot become more and more. So we can see that when there is a thickening of the, plaque formation at the blood vessels, meaning your blood flow, your blood vessels already become more narrow, just like a main road, when a lot of car parking at the two sides, when the car park again, second row, so the way for the car to go through become one lane only. That is where hypertension occur because, the heart has to pump even harder and harder for the blood to go through a narrow lane. Yeah. So this is why nitric oxide is so important. That's why we need to take something that can help the body to create more nitric oxide. So with this ingredient, when we drink, the nitric oxide can work again to dissolve all the blood formation at the wall to dissolve all the blood clot. So that you can see, yeah, after drinking the nitric oxide for a treatment cycle, the blood vessel become healthy again. So the main function, it can help to dilate blood vessel, it can help to maintain the flexibility of blood vessel, it can help to inhibit the blood vessel hardening, it can slow down the plaque buildup. That's why it's so effective and it's a very important ingredient. So this ingredient is also the particular one that is also uh, good for people who have the erectile dysfunction problem, because that is also poor blood circulation. So if you know, like the drug Viagra, when the men taking, yeah, this when we take this nitric oxide, they will also feel the similar effect. Why? Because of the better blood flow, so it also help them improving the sexuality problems. Yeah. So number two is the award-winning and patented curcumin extract. Yeah. So this is also very important, especially if somebody asks you also, in the market there is other product or other food also can create nitric oxide, but that is maybe only just one particular ingredient. So when we added this patented curcumin extract, it can help to increase the nitric oxide production up to even 40% more compared to the normal just nitric oxide alone. And it increased the body absorption as well. That's why it's a turbo power formula now, which is more effective. And we also have clinical studies show that this patented curcumin extract can help to reduce the total cholesterol by 19.3%. It also reduced the bad cholesterol, the LDL cholesterol, by 17.9%. It also reduced the triglyceride by 21.8%, and it also increased the HDL cholesterol by 31%. Yeah, that's why it's so effective. And number three, this is an award-winning and patented tomato aqueous extract. Yeah, so this is also very important because this unique ingredient will help to maintain our normal blood platelet to stay healthy. It will help to prevent the aggregation, meaning prevent the platelets to stick together. Yeah, and the result can be seen just within 1.5 hours after drinking this formula. So we can say that after taking this ingredient, the spiky platelet, which is not healthy, will become a smooth platelet. So when the platelet is smooth, there is less blockage to the blood flow, meaning the blood flow can be better. Yeah. So which is also very important. And this ingredient is also an award-winning ingredients from Europe as well. It's also awarded and recognized by the European Food Safety Authority. That's why we are so excited, because this is the only one in the market that we are proudly say that there is no competitor there, because it's a combination triple power formula with number one, action help to smooth the platelet, number two, help to inhibit the plaque formation, and number three, help to manage the blood cholesterol level, which is very, very, really essential for every one of us. And also, all these three ingredients are award-winning formula, including even a Nobel Prize. Yeah, so that's why it's so unique and so effective. So of course, we also have a lot of trial result has shows that the LDL improve, the total cholesterol improve, yeah, the blood pressure problem also improve, yeah. So the recommended consumption for people who are already having some sort of symptoms, we can recommend them to take 2 per day, 1 sachet in the morning, 1 sachet in the evening for before meal. So it's best because when we have an empty stomach, the nitric oxide production will be more effective. Yeah. So only after 1 hour taking the LX Young, then you can start to have your meal. Yeah. And not for pregnant or lactating women, and only for adult, which is like 18 years old and above. Yeah. So we have many, many testimonials I'd like to share with you. Yeah, this Dr. Willie Santos from Philippines has been suffering from high blood pressure and high cholesterol for 20 over years. So imagine here, even he's taking the Western medication already, but it does not help to reduce the reading. It just helps to control for it to not going up anymore. So by taking LX Young, just 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, every day for 2 months, the blood pressure and the cholesterol immediately reduce. which is the good news for him. You know, he solves a problem that has bothered him for 20 over years. Because I think if you have a choice, you don't want to really take all the Western medication for 20, 30, 40 years, right? Yeah. And this is another one. So this male having a low blood pressure and feeling difficulty to sleep at night. And so while taking the LX Young, it helped to normalize the blood pressure. He can sleep better. So it also helped to increase the good cholesterol. So he also have a mild stroke symptoms, which is a chest pain and numbness at the left. But immediately once he take the LX Young, just 20 minutes, he can feel that the numbness is gone. Yeah, because of the better blood flow. So it's amazing. And another lady, yeah, having a chest and shoulder pain problem, headache and shortness of breath. But just taking the LX Young in 2 weeks' time, the chest and shoulder pain initially become more severe because of the healing process. But in 1 month time, you know, the pain is gone and the breathing become easier. Another testimony, this lady has poor, difficult to sleep at night and high blood pressure. But just taking the LX Young, you know, her blood pressure improved and she can sleep better now. And another one also high blood pressure and high cholesterol for 10 years. And the medicine that she has been taking also more than 10 years. But in just taking LX Young in 2 months' time, together with the medicine, the blood pressure and the cholesterol reduce. Yeah. So definitely, you know, we have so many testimony, and this is another testimony. So this man has a problem, difficulty to fall asleep. So when he drink the LX Young every day 2 sachet for 1 month, he can feel that he can sleep better, has higher energy, and he feel that his sexual vitality also improve. Yeah, so we really have a lot of testimony. So I just want to share with you the good news here, because you know, remember just now I'm mentioning for every car we need to send a service. So same for the heart, we recommend a 4 months treatment cycle as a service to our heart. So initially, the original price for a 4 months treatment cycle for a non-member is 43,680 peso. But the special launching promotion this month, you know, is a 25,200 peso. So you can save, 18 over thousand peso, which is a good news because this is a special launching offer which we don't always have. So imagine, when we divided this 25,200 peso into 365 days, that is 69 peso a day only for a 4 month treatment cycle. Yeah, imagine, if we need to pay something to do a bypass surgery that can cost as high as 1 million peso, that amount of money can be paid to drink 40 years of a 4 months treatment cycle of LX Young. So that's why we are all very excited, and this is the set of the promotion package that I think the first thing that we would like to share with all our friends as well. So of course we have two different packaging. We have the 14 sachet packaging and the 28 sachet packaging. Yeah. So even of course, if you can, yeah, it's good that you invest one set, so that it's the best gift for yourself, for your parents, or your husband, or your wife. Yeah. If not, also, at least you get one box, either one, so that you yourself can start to feel it. Yeah. So the 14 sachet member price is 4,300 peso, 35 BV, and the 28 sachet is 8,400 peso member price with 69 BV. Yeah. So even the 14 sachet is good for 1 month maintenance because of the 35 points. So that is very important. Yeah. So and next I would like to share with you some of the result we have. Yeah. Because we actually have this live blood test in Malaysia. Yeah. So normally it's charging very high, very costly, but I think we are really thankful that Alcon bring in this machine. It's very amazing when the first time we use it, because just using one drop of blood, they are able to see under microscope how well is our blood flow doing, how good is our blood circulation doing. Yeah. So this is LX Young, like we show here. Yeah. So this is the box is here. So there's 28 sachet inside. Yeah. So it's a powder, but similar like the El Marino, we make it into a drink. So it's like orange juice, very nice to drink, and it's not too sweet. Yeah. So the staff or the nutritionist will just actually take one drop of blood, and then we'll do examine under the machine. So this is very powerful. Yeah, especially when you start drinking, you know, you want to actually see also the effect to show your friends. Yeah. So in 30 minutes, right after drinking the LX Young, we do second test. You can see the immediate difference. Yeah. Let me show you. Yeah. So this is the test of one of our Philippine members, Melissa. So you can see that before, you know, this is before she take anything, you can see that the blood cell all clot together, become a chain, indicating a poor blood flow. But right immediately after 30 minutes after drinking the LS Young, you can see that the blood cells start separated and move faster. Yeah, so this is very effective to show that, you know, the LS start working already in the body. Yeah, and this is another testimony of Brother Peps. Yeah, you can see that before, you can see that all the blood cell also is clogged together. Yeah, but right after 30 minutes drinking the LX Young, you can see the blood cells separated and move faster. Yeah, and this is another testimony of Ma'am Emmer. So before drinking, you can also same thing. You can see that the blood cells stick together, and after 30 minutes, wow, we can see that immediately you can see the cells start separating. And this is another one, the blood test result of Ma'am Josie. Yeah, it's okay. You can see that also the blood cell clot together, like have different chains. Yeah, which supposedly a healthy blood cell should be like this, all round in circle and move separately. Yeah, so you can see that 30 minutes after drinking the LX Young, you can start see the improvement. And another one, you know, Sister Michelle, sometimes we thought, you know, young people can have good blood flow, but not necessary because of the diet, because of our maybe sleeping habit, because we are not really doing exercise and the pollution, everything, it can affect the blood flow as well. That's why you can see that even a young ladies like her, 20 over, you can see that the blood test is also not really healthy because the blood cell is stick together. But right after 30 minutes, you can see that the blood cells start separate and move faster. Yeah. So we have so many, and all these are the more serious one, but they see immediate result also just in 30 minutes time. Yeah, this is also another man, very terrible. You can see the kind of improvement. Oh, this is very serious. You can see how serious is really stick all together. Terrible, yeah. But you can also see the kind of improvement after taking the LX Young. And this another one, yeah, where's so many. Oh my god. So that's why I would like to really, you know, highlight again this product can really help you, help your family, help to share with all your members. And yeah, we still have one day, grab the chance to share and invite, you know, all your friends to join tomorrow 8:30 the LX Young launch by a medical doctor, Dr. Andrew Tra from Malaysia. Yeah. So I will end my sharing now. So we can open for Q&A or discussion now to see is there any part that you want to clarify or